live. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello from chilly Florida.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yep, this is not like us here. It's May. We're supposed to be starting to feel a little warm right now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be actually hot right now,
Yeah.
but
Trying to find us.
it is so not. Okay.
It says we're live.
We are live. I have us right here. Good morning, Luann and Julie Kiss. Luann, I feel like I'm up in Canada right now, and Julie in New York.
Here we are.
Hi,
Wendy. Carol Allen. Morning. Please help us share this out. When you find it, share it. Sharon Boyle and Deirdre. Good morning, everyone. It's 39, Julie. That's okay. I'll stay here then.
Yeah.
Hi, Carly.
Hello.
Yeah, we're just sharing right now. Wendy, I didn't share into the group yet, if you can do that. Okay. Share away, people.
Yeah, and my screen is freezing.
Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that, honey. See if I can get all of our comments up here on the screen. It's not cooperating.
Okay, good morning. And so, hello, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Yeah, we woke up to really high winds and chilly temperatures, and my husband said it's going to get to 44 tonight. So, brisk.
Maybe a heater night.
It might be.
We have the heater going right now. Can y'all see the river out there? It's like so windy.
Yeah. Not a day to be out there, that's for sure. But it wakes you up. I grew up in the Midwest, and there was something about that crisp, chilly air at night and in the morning that just, I don't know, and it smells so fresh. So the downside is we're like really, really chilly.
Yeah.
The upside is it just feels really good.
It does feel good.
Yeah.
Hi, Jean Lorio and Uma Porn. Thank you for coming back this morning.
Good morning, Uma Porn. Yeah. Okay, so I'm on Enlightened Living, so I might go over to Enlightened World and see if there's more
Wendy,
comments.
you have to rub that in, don't you? Yeah. We love that you're hot and sunny. So just send some of that warmth over here, please. I'll take it. Yeah, it doesn't matter where I go to. I'm seeing all the comments from all of the streams because we're streaming in 5 different places. So I'm able to answer any of you, no matter where you're at, up here on this big screen.
Now I see everybody on Enlightened World Network. Good morning,
Yes.
Sharon and Wendy and Carol and Sherry and Deirdre.
Yeah,
And
so you're sitting in
Carly.
the shade. Awesome. Hi, Tony. I don't think Robert's here yet, but he will be.
Hi, Tony.
Yes, Luann, I believe somebody found Wally. I can't remember who it was, though. It might have been Carol Allen. I'll have to go in and check. Yeah, that was an interesting show last night with Robert Painley. Oh, my gosh. I've had some of those experiences. They're the ones you want to pull the cover over your head and say, I don't see you. Ooh, where's Sally, Michigan?
Yes,
They're going down to the
Michigan.
20s at night tomorrow. Wow. Wendy, you found the big circle. But yeah, you did. You found it. And I told you I was going to give you a free session anyway. But I think Carol found it in the group. Is that a bird? I don't know.
Where?
That's the question by Carly. Is that a bird?
Yeah. Carly, where are you seeing? Yes.
Oh, she might have seen one fly by. We have ospreys, eagles, herons.
All kinds of stuff. Turkey vultures.
Yeah. And yeah, they're all out there. Some ducks come out occasionally.
Yes. Julie, I see you jumped over to EWN. Yay.
2 birds. Okay, so they must be flying behind me. Hi, Agat. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
Agat, I'm so enjoying the stream that we have going and all the lives that you're sharing, and thank you.
Oh, Carly heard
you
it.
You heard Lucy.
Yes.
Lucy the osprey. Yes, that's her. She sits up there and screams out for Ricky to bring her a fish.
And there is always the possibility of it being a dog whining, and that would be Angel, the big dog, but not this morning. They're relatively quiet right now. Sharon has a long comment. Did you want to read that?
She says, throughout this home time, I've had to go, I'm trying to move my thingy here. I've had to go to the store and carry supplies home as no car at the moment. I managed to get through to the customer service and found out the secret to getting a home delivery slot and have booked 2 so far. No more struggling home with many heavy bags and don't have to expose myself to the store anymore. That is awesome, Sharon. You're so tiny, I can see you trying to carry those huge bags home. So wonderful. I'm so happy about that. That's great news this morning. We want great news today. We want the miracle news today, people. So share, share, share. And what's going right in your life today? What are some positives that you can share with us? You know, a very positive that I had, I was awoken at 4:30 this morning. Thank you very much, Spirit and angels. But the beauty of it was that full moon that was right outside the window where I was sleeping. And so I just laid there and meditated because it was such a beautiful sight. And then I fell back asleep and I woke up again before my alarm clock and I looked out and it was just so gorgeous on the water. So I did take a couple of pictures. I sent them to some people, but I'll post them later in the group. Just such a beautiful beauty morning, exploring the beauty that's in our world. So tell us something that went right in your world. What's going on with you and what did you have a beauty discovery about?
Good morning, Peggy Mulcahy.
Hi,
I hope
Peggy.
you're doing well today, Peggy.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh, thank you for the hearts. We love you all so much. And this is a positive for us, for me and Jeryl. Every morning, and I mean, even this morning, it was like, it's in the 50s, that wind is blowing, like really, really blowing fast, and it's cold. So I'm like, and she even came out and made the comment, it's going to be cold sitting out here this morning. But we get so excited about this show and seeing all of you and communicating and the interaction that, you know, I'm not even really feeling cold right now. Yeah, it's like
I'm
before I was buried in my blanket. I had it over my head. Yeah, it feels good because you all warm us up. You provide some warmth for us. And thank you.
Good morning, Sherry Seymour. I know it's chilly at her house because she only lives about 15 minutes away from here. So
absolutely.
And Sally, she said, we started moving into our space and our website is not lost in cyberspace any longer. Teri's first website built. Tony's first website built. Yeah, congratulations, awesome. Sally and Tony. I am so excited for both of you. What you're doing is amazing. And I think it is also amazing that you're doing it at this time. You're providing hope. You're providing something that, we just need in this world more and more of. And you're creating your reality based on your truth and your authenticity. And you are a model for all of us. I'm just so happy for you both. I really am.
Too. And we feel your excitement.
Yeah.
That's contagious. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that good news with us. We all want to be uplifted today. Oh, you're going to get snow tomorrow night, Peggy. Wow.
Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. I hope your move is going well. I know you're moving this week. It's a little chilly today, so bundle up.
Absolutely. And Aga, yes, I'll talk to you on our private stream about the training for healing animals. We had one scheduled for June, but with all of the lockdown and flights and everything, Karen Palmer is not going to be able to come out for that training, but we are working on getting one set up online. So we'll let you know. And Donna Sandoval, good morning, honey. Thank you for coming
Donna. In. And Sherry slept with her blinds open so that she could see the moonlight come into her room. And I do too. I love to sleep in this weather.
Oh, me too.
Now, tonight is the night of the super full moon. And I know that Tony and Sally are doing a ceremony tonight that's open. Go to the Zen Tree, or their page group. And I'm sure maybe...
And we have one. An Enlightened World Network.
Yes.
Michelle Landers is going to guide us in a full moon ceremony at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, and I'll be part of that. We're going to do some releasing and some manifesting, so come on in. Oh, the health services are opening up so you can go to a surgeon, Wendy. Good. We want you out of pain, honey. We know it's been way too long, and when you have chronic pain going on, that's no fun. Catherine took her time getting up today. Yeah. I can relate to that. I didn't want to crawl out from under those covers, but I did. And Sally, we feel your excitement, honey. We do. And I love that. I love what's going to come about because of what you're building there. It's going to be amazing. So who else has good news? What's happening? What kind of gratitude can you share out for something that you're experiencing, something that you really have just seen the beauty in something? Maybe you didn't see it before. Maybe it was that full moon that's going on up there. So delightful. The last 2 nights it's been building to that full state, and it's just been gorgeous.
And Sharon Boyle, she is going to hopefully have a fire ceremony and go live. And the beauty of that is she's 5 hours ahead of us here in the States in the Eastern time zone. Well, 5 hours no matter where you're at. But if you're in the States. So you can get a jump on your full moon ceremonies. And Sally said it's going to be on Zenlightenment. And that's at 8 tomorrow.
Okay.
So
and ours is at 8 tonight. Yeah, so you can celebrate a couple of times or several times. Good morning, C. Megan Michael.
Hi, C.
Good to see you, honey. The Celestine Prophecy. Sherry watched it. Awesome. Yeah. So Sherry, did you enjoy it? Was it, you said you read the book. Was it close to it? Was it, did it meet your expectations? Because I don't think I've seen the movie. Oh, Deirdre, because I live in a senior building, we've been getting food delivered often. Fresh veggies and fruit and more.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Good morning, Brenda Riley. Nice to see you this morning.
Hi, Brenda. Thank you for the heart. Oh, Sally says, I actually woke up in time for the moon to hit my window, so just watched it. Awesome. Yes, Sherry, I will make sure we get the announcement out when we have that Time Heals for Animals training. Absolutely. And Luann, you watched the Celestine Prophecy, and it was uplifting and beautiful. There you go. There's some gratitude. And yes, Sharon, we are having multiple moon celebrations, it sounds like. It's too bad it's so windy. We could build a fire and burn our manifestations and our release things that we want to let go of, but we're going to do it virtually.
Sally got mixed up on her dates. It's actually tonight at 8 p.m.
Okay. Well, ours is only going to last about half an hour to 40 minutes, I think, when we go online. You have choices. That's the beauty of this world. You can pretty much find anything going on anywhere at the same time. And Sherry said she thinks the book was better than the movie, which often happens. It does. I've read books before and then watched the movie and wished I hadn't watched the movie.
There was one time that happened, that the opposite happened for me, and that was with the Harry Potter series. I didn't read the whole series, but I read the first several books, and when that movie came out, it went so far beyond my expectations of the book, because that book was so detailed. I didn't know how they could conceivably make a movie that would do the book justice, because you find that happens so often, and you're so disappointed. And that was one of the few exceptions to that I've experienced, was the Harry Potter movies. And they were just like, it just brought the books to life. And it was as if they were in my head when I was reading the book. And I thought that was so cool.
I never read the books, but I have seen a couple of the movies. I didn't watch all of them. Oh my gosh, Carly Mullen says, I'm sorry, Wendy. No, it is Carly. My eyes are not working right. Wendy Roberts, I live 9 miles from the Harry Potter studio tour. That is so cool.
Hi, Carol Allen. I don't know if I said good morning to you or not. And I am amiss if I did not. But, she's so grateful for the sun today and hope to see the moon tonight. I hope so, because it is beautiful. And we did a short sunset last night. And as soon as that sun went down, the moon was there. So you got to see the full moon last night during sunset. Yeah, Peggy, when we have our fire bands, we're still allowed our small, they call them warming fires. So you can't do a large, kind of like big fire, but you can, if you have a smaller fire pit, you can do a warming fire. So we're fortunate that way. So I hope you're able to do a fire ceremony tonight.
I hope so. Yeah, because fire ceremonies are amazing.
Good morning, Diane. It's so nice to see you.
Oh, Wendy, I know those colors last night. Wow. And it was so spread out. I had to show different parts of the river.
And I know what Diane's fun thing is for today. Her daughters are coming to visit. I'm so excited for you, Diane. Good morning,
Diane. That's such good news. I'm sure you are going to have a blast while they're here. Sharon, there's a flower I love, which I think sounds like a Harry Potter spell, and I always say it as if I'm casting a spell. And I'm not even going to attempt it.
I know the first one is verbena.
Okay, Sharon, what does the flower look like? Because I don't think I'm familiar with that flower. All 3 girls are going to be there. Oh my gosh.
That's wonderful.
That's going to be a wild house for a few days.
We're going to be able to hear you all the way down here in Florida, I think.
Just warn them about the bears, okay?
I am so happy for you.
So Diane, where are we going in the playground today? Diane does a show every morning at 9:30 on Enlightened World Network. And she takes us to play in the playground. Such an awesome show. And then today, guys, is our second broadcast of The Broader Edge. That'll be at 5 o'clock today. And we did an interview yesterday on Sign. I don't know if any of you caught it, where we talked about the show and talked about our mission and what we'd like to see happen from going on that show. So awesome. Oh, bears won't even come close to this. Yeah, you got that right. All that feminine energy, they're going to say, oh no, we're going the other way.
Sharon says it's a purple one with very long stems.
Oh, I love purple flowers.
That'd be beautiful.
And Peggy says they have also noticed the fire departments have notified the fire departments and permission for a contained fire.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, if they know that you're responsible and you have a way to put it out right away in case something kind of goes amiss, then most fire departments are usually pretty good about it. If it's just a warming fire. It's when people do the big brush fires and that type of thing, it gets kind of crazy.
Well, especially in this wind. I can't imagine having a fire out there with this.
Oh, you can't, yeah.
They had something, I don't know if you heard anything about the fires yesterday in the Panhandle. There was something about it being evacuated because of wildfires.
Yeah.
Wildfires.
Yeah. That's pretty common down here.
Okay, it'll be a surprise in the playground today. That's awesome.
Oh, Sharon Boyle, what is? I missed what was said.
Oh, Diane's daughters are coming for a visit. And El Ohasa, that's your friend Steve.
Oh my gosh, that's my adopted brother Steve.
Hi,
my
Steve.
big brother.
Morning.
Good morning. I miss you guys. Oh, by the way, big brother, I got the stuff and I'm making carrot cake, and I know one of them is going to have your name on it.
And I'll just have to look at it. I will admire it.
Me too. Me too. Carrot cakes is one of my specialties.
Oh, Carol says, most of my lavender did not make it through the winter. I love the smell and the flower. I do too. Lavender is something that's so soothing and relaxing. And I really enjoy lavender. So I'm sorry to hear that it didn't make it through the winter. It's been a cold one, hasn't it? It still is. And I'm getting blown away here. I'm going to have to grab the computer.
It's a pretty nippy one.
I think I saved her from blowing over. I think.
Yay.
If we get another wind gust here, it might go flopping over on the floor. Okay, so in addition to being a full moon today, it is the National Day of Prayer. And I love that we have a National Day of Prayer. And one thing that we do here for anyone that's new is we have a prayer time at the end of the show and lift up your prayer requests. And also, Heart Math Institute, Jeryl and I both are Ad Heart facilitators with them. They are doing a global coherence throughout the world on the full moon. And they're directing energy towards all of us that are starting to come back out now, coming out of lockdown, and prayers for protection and putting that frequency out to make it a higher frequency. So I did that this morning along with 100 other people throughout the world. We all just did the heart-brain coherence for I did mine for about 10 minutes. But people are doing that throughout the day. I think that's an awesome thing that Heart Math is doing. They're really working to raise our frequency.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Sherry, are you talking to me about where? I know I order a lot of my stuff from Thrive Market. It is a subscription company, but you get free shipping, and it's all organic, non-GMO, really environmentally conscious products, and I highly recommend them. And right now they're kind of on overload. It takes a couple of weeks, but that's where I get that one cake mix that's with Swerve. So yeah, I do Thrive Market a lot, and get my organics there, because we got to go so far to get a lot of the stuff that we get. It's just easier to order from them.
Yeah, and are they pretty fast?
Well, normally they are, but with everything, the shutdown there, like it takes sometimes like 2 weeks sometimes. Yeah. But hey, you know, I do mostly canned goods and avocado mayo, that type of stuff.
Yum,
so
yes.
although I am going, yes, Thrive Market, yes, Sherry, and I'm going to make my own homemade avocado mayo now, because we've got lots of eggs. So
yeah. Okay, and Steve said he has to return your plate to put it on.
I have more plates. We'll swap. I'll tell you what. I will bring. You give me the plate. I'll give you the new plate, and then we'll just keep swapping back and forth. I like to cook and bake for people who appreciate what I do, and so those who, all you have to do is say, "Ooh, I really like that," and you will be eating it for the rest of your life.
Right?
Yeah. No ego here.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody was talking about making lavender pillows. I love those. I used to make the little ones and put them in my my dresser drawers to keep my clothes smelling like lavender.
Oh, and Sharon said she has wolf spirit in her, soars the moon. Yeah, I can see that.
Kath, I've never heard of a lavender cake. She says, I tried lavender cake, but I wasn't so keen.
Yeah.
She adores carrot cake.
There is, I've had lavender flavored cakes and frostings and that, and it is a different, I think it's an acquired taste maybe, but it's really amazing how you can taste the lavender. It's really unique.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Sharon says, I have wolf spirit in me, so I adore the moon. Me too. My whole house used to be wolves. I have wolf pictures, wolf figurines. I love the wolf energy. One of my clients used to go out somewhere out in Arizona, I think, and there's a place out there where they have the wolves protected, and she used to go, she showed me video of her and pictures of her going out and hugging wolves and talking to them. They would always do healing for her. Wolves have a very healing energy to them, so I think that's just beautiful.
Good morning, Michelle Landers.
Michelle Landers.
How are you this morning?
Do you want to talk about her show today?
Yeah, Michelle will be on. Is she on Enlightened Living? Okay. And Michelle is an amazing numerologist. She's written a book, The Tao of Numbers. I've read it. I love it. And I am her guest today on her show at 1 p.m. Eastern Time in EWN Enlightened Living. So I hope you'll join us. She's going to do my numbers, and I think it'll be really a lot of fun at 1 o'clock today Eastern Time.
And we'll share it into the group, so you all can have easy access to it. Yeah, tune into Michelle. And then Michelle is also the one I mentioned is going to do a full moon ceremony tonight at 8 o'clock. So that'll be pretty
and
cool.
Deirdre says, which full moon ceremony would y'all suggest, please?
Whatever floats your boat. There are a lot of them, and there was, it actually started last night. There was one full moon ceremony I saw last night. So just, you know how you used to flip through the channels on the TV? So maybe just go to one and see if that keeps your interest. If not, go to another one, because there's a lot of options out there these days. But I know Michelle has something beautiful planned for the moon ceremony, and I'll be there with that one, and I'll actually be leading the releasing of whatever it is you want to give over at this time. and manifesting, bringing forward what you want. So, hi, Gabby. You showed up. Hi, darling. So good to see you.
And good morning, Barbara. Hi, that's Steve's wife.
Hi, Barbara.
And I was just telling Steve I have a carrot cake with your name on it. So I'm baking today.
Awesome. And Michelle says she's excited, Jeryl Ann.
Oh, I am too.
And Sharon Boyle says, I would love to have a ceremony in the wild somewhere where we were free to howl. Has anyone tried that? It's very cathartic. We had one night when I first met my tribe on here, and there were many of us in a chat room, and I got everyone howling. We were all leaving voice clips, and it was amazing. I bet it
that
was.
Sounds fun.
That does sound fun. We should howl at the moon tonight.
Fun. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's do that.
Absolutely.
The neighbors will call the cops. They're going to say they're crazy over there.
Listen, I let their stuff slide all the time.
I know,
I'm pretty sure they're going to not do anything to us.
And I just want to make a comment, Sharon, when you said you met your tribe tonight or today at 5 o'clock when we do the broader edge. That's going to be our topic that we're going to talk about, is finding your tribe and what that means, and after you find like-minded people. Like, we found a real beautiful tribe right here, Coffee and Conversation and the Angelic Family. This is our soul group. Some people call it tribe. I call it the soul group. So today at 5, tune in and interact with us and tell us what it means to you to be part of a tribe or group. We'd love to hear those comments. So I'm scrolling down. Oh, lavender ice cream.
I've had that. You're right. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not real sure about this eating lavender thing. I love the smell of it.
It has a unique flavor. It's really good. It's so different to get used to.
Oh, Gabby says it's nighttime there. I believe, Gabby, you're in Australia, I think. And she says, nighttime here, so I'm off to burn bits of paper and lead my intentions out to soak up this beautiful moon energy. Might even get my gear off and soak up a bit myself. And you have an amazing day as well, honey. Thank you. Her spirit animal is a massive wolf. Ooh, I love that.
Barbara says they howl in their yard. I can see that. Absolutely.
Are they close
I can see
to
that.
where we are?
Yeah, they live by Crescent City. You know where the railroad tracks go? And you take a right there and go a couple miles, and they live on a beautiful lake there. So they're out in the country and have a couple acres. Their property is amazing.
Wow, yeah. Get out there and howl.
Yeah.
Sharon Boyle says, freedom to howl.
Yes.
Oh, Gabby says she did a full moon cleanse camp with 20 women. We howled and danced around the campfire under the moon. Oh, wow. I can just see that. I can envision it happening. I'm so glad you had that experience.
And good morning, Rick. And Barbara says the dogs sing along with them.
I bet they did. My dog, the dog I had, I lost her 7 years ago. She would howl, and because she had husky in her. So yeah, we could get her singing and howling too. I love that sound.
Now, Sally said, okay, and Carol, I hope you get your oven and get to start baking again. I know I love to bake. It kind of soothes my soul. And Sally said that she loves steeped lavender tea. That's wonderful. I think that would be good.
Well, Catherine says she has some lavender jasmine tea. That sounds good too.
Oh, now that sounds very good.
It sounds very healing to me.
Oh, I love rosemary crackers. Of course, I like rosemary in everything. I like rosemary chicken, all that kind of stuff.
Sally lost our video.
Come on.
Everybody else is seeing us, right?
I still have us here.
Okay. Yeah, we're still on the one that I've got playing, so I think we're still good, honey. So maybe just refresh your screen. We got a lot of people with us this morning. We're so happy to see all of you every morning when we come on here. You just lift our vibration and raise our frequency. And it's so cool because, like I said earlier, heart math Institute out in California. If you're not familiar with them, Google them and look them up. They keep a chart of the frequency of the planet and how everybody's energy is reacting to things, or acting, actually, as we put out energy and frequency. So the people that are here, there's 23 of us online right now. As we come together and we raise our frequency, we make an impact. So we do matter. Our voice matters. Our frequency matters. And the more we can get that frequency higher, then that helps the whole planet to raise higher. So thank you. Thank you to every one of you that come on and spend time with us.
I love this. Donna Sandoval says, here in Colorado, ever since the stay-at-home, every night at 8 p.m., neighbors come out of their front door and howl in our healthcare and essential workers. It is really fun and touching.
Awesome.
That would be such amazing energy.
It really would.
Thank you for sharing that.
Donna, the founder of Enlightened World is Dr. Ruth Anderson, and she lives in Boulder, Colorado. I don't know if you're anywhere close to her, but I am going to share that information with her, and maybe she'll go outside and howl along with you. I think that is awesome.
And Wendy says they come out in England for the NHS at 8 o'clock and clap, which is great also. It's such a wonderful way to show support.
It really is. And I know when we did the heart-brain coherence this morning, that was one of the things that was mentioned, was our healthcare workers out on the front line, and we were sending energy to them. Yeah. And Jacqueline Faulkner, good morning. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're with us this morning. She says, does anyone have interruption in sleep when the moon is on? Oh, yeah. I think that would be like everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. Very common. And we have Roxana from Romania, and it's 3 p.m. there.
Hi.
And it's really, really nice to see you. And thank you for joining us.
Creo. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but welcome and thank you for being here. And if you're not a part of our Angelic River family, we would love to have you. It's a group on Facebook. I'm going to type it in so you can go find it.
Donna replied to your question. She's about 15 minutes from Boulder.
Awesome. Well, I am definitely going to tell Ruth about that.
And Deirdre says New York City does the honoring at 7 p.m. every day. So thank you, Deirdre.
I am so happy to hear about this.
Yeah.
You know, like I was saying, the frequency we put out really does matter. So as we send love to those that are really out there right now, doing their job, but their lives on the line by being exposed, then that raises their frequency also. So thank you to everyone that participates in that.
And Roxana is Wendy Roberts' Facebook friend.
Oh, Wendy, I know you invited a lot of people in, and so did Diane. Thank you. Thank you both for increasing our reach, because we are a beautiful family. That's what we are. We're not really a group. We're a family. And we welcome all of you with open arms.
And it is that time for prayer requests.
Yeah. Yeah, we do that at the end of each show that we're together, and everyone's welcome to just spin. If there's anyone that you want to put in there for us to lift up, that's what we do. And with it being the National Day of Prayer, we're not the only ones praying this morning. It's go around the world.
And also, Peggy says in upstate New York, they do the 7 p.m. recognition as well.
Beautiful. You melt? I don't know what melting is.
Yeah, there's a lot of inner conversations going on.
Right.
Julie's husband is from Romania. That's interesting.
Wow.
That's so cool. She's replying to
awesome.
Roxana. Yeah.
Oh, Sharon Boyle, my friend, went to the wolfry in Cornwall and met the wolves. Wow. I would so love to do that. We need to find a wolf sanctuary. I know they're all over the place.
And Catherine asked for prayers for her and her family. Absolutely. I know, and this is a particularly challenging time for you, Catherine, because you're moving.
Mm-hmm.
So they're moving into another house and in St. Augustine here in Florida. So please keep her in her prayers. If for any of you who have moved, and I'm sure it's virtually everyone that's watching, you know what a move can be like. And especially to be doing it in a time like this adds a little bit more of a challenge to the process. So we're absolutely holding you in our prayers.
And Peggy Mulcahy, please pray for my friends Cookie and Jamie. They are in the hospital fighting coronavirus. I'm sorry to hear that, but yes.
We will. And Carol Allen says she's asking for prayers for herself today. And this is rare, kids. She never does this. She has a cough that is becoming more persistent. And absolutely, Carol, we will lift you up and we'll continue to do so.
Yes, we certainly will. And we'll be thinking about you throughout the day.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Put some prayer requests in there. We want to remember Stacy Lord's friend, Tanya, who just lost her granddaughter, and that whole family. That was so tragic. And let's lift up the entire family. My friend Camille DeSong out in California, and my friend Yvonne down in South Florida.
And Sherry Seymour still needs prayers for her back and her hip. Absolutely.
And thank you, Deborah White. Courage and faith for all. Take away the fear and the worry.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wendy, prayers for my sister's partner, Scott. He has very high blood pressure and a hernia, and he's been wearing a monitor for the past 24 hours. That in itself is stressful because your attention is constantly being brought to that.
Yeah. So, absolutely. Yeah, Julie, thank you. Prayers for Carol Allen. Absolutely.
Ooh, there's one in Connecticut, a wolf sanctuary.
That's cool.
I see a road trip.
Yes,
we're going to Maryland. Connecticut's not that far away, is it? Yes, we're excited. We'll be taking a road trip in July.
And we're going to be with Carol Allen.
Yes,
we're going to get to meet her in person, and then also get to be with Diane and meet her in person and have some very special time with Diane as well. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to July.
Too. It's going to be amazing. And then the outcome of that, we will both be masters in angelic Reiki healing.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited because we'll get to teach it.
Yes. Michelle asked, are we having a prayer circle in honor of National Day of Prayer on Enlightened World Network?
Well, Michelle, we are on Enlightened World Network, and we do a prayer here every day. So this will shout out to the National Day of Prayer as well, because we know there will be a lot of people praying at the same time.
Yeah.
So it's going to just make that even more exponentially higher as our prayers go up.
Absolutely, Diane. She said we could live stream the hand fasting.
Yes.
So I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you announce it, Diane, when you're ready to. But yes, absolutely. I know, Carol. I can't wait too. I just, and it's so cute because Carol is 4'11" and I'm 6'1". I'm going to pick her up like a little doll and just do this, and her feet won't even touch the ground. I guarantee you we're going to take video of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Peggy Mulcahy, I think we might have to come visit you.
Yeah, we got to come
She said there's a wolf sanctuary up the street about 3 miles away.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. And Susan Wolf, good morning. She asked for prayers for her back pain, please.
Absolutely, yes. Susan.
For
sure. Will. And Wendy has one about 35 miles away from her.
I see that we're all going to gather with the wolves.
Yes.
That would be beautiful.
Okay, so Peggy's on the border of New York and Connecticut.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. We're just going to come see you guys. That's it. You just made me decide. Awesome.
It looks like it's almost that time.
Almost. We got a few more
Yeah.
minutes. So anybody else, if you want to place anyone in our circle, anyone that comes to your mind, I know we definitely want to have the healthcare workers in there. My sister Sheila, I know it's been really hard these last few months for them. They've had to work a lot of overtime and just be constantly aware of the virus and the exposure to it. So that's got to be wearing them down.
Thank you, Peggy. That is very sweet of you.
Oh, I'd be honored to have you. We'd be honored to be there. Thank you for that. And Diane, you went to that one. Awesome. Donna, prayers for peace in my heart. Absolutely, honey.
Absolutely.
Okay, I had to grab the computer again. To pay attention to that while we're doing the prayer. Anybody else that you want to put in the prayer circle today?
No,
Let's put you and Sam in there and this property
that's
and
fine. Thank you.
and the
I appreciate
babies.
that. My
Our
fur babies, all of them.
Yeah.
And Deirdre says we're on the 50th. They're on the 51st day of lockdown.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It's been most of this year. The healthcare workers, yes, Deborah, absolutely.
And all of those people on the front lines, the delivery people. You know, we have delivery trucks here almost on a daily basis, and we actually had one on Sunday. They're working 7 days a week because so many people are ordering online and they're just burnt out. I mean, I felt so bad for this delivery girl, and I told her, I said, you know, I hear that you can't use the restrooms where you go a lot of places. And she said, no, they don't allow us to. And I said, well, we have a tiny house. And I said, if you need the restroom, if you're out in this neck of the woods, just come on down and you're welcome to it anytime. She's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. They're having a really tough go of it. They really are. So please pray for all the delivery, UPS, FedEx, mail carriers.
Yeah.
Not that the others aren't as important and needed, and we do need to send prayers to all the healthcare frontline, EMTs, the nurses, the doctors. But the delivery people are oftentimes the unsung heroes that we don't think about and what it's like for them right now. And it's not easy, that's for sure.
It's not easy at all. If we think it's hard on us, just imagine what they're going through.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start to get settled in our minds and in our hearts. And we're going to intend that this wind is going to settle down for us here so that I can focus on what words they're bringing through, because I just open my mouth and the angels are the ones that do this prayer time for us. Carol, they canceled school here for the remainder of the school year. My daughter is sad that she will be unemployed until at least the fall. Yeah, that's another one we don't think about, is the teachers and the workers. It's not just teachers in the school. There are a lot of workers also. So yes, we will put your daughter into that prayer circle today, Carol, and thank you for bringing that up. Oh, good, Sally. I'm glad you're back, and you're back just in time for the meditation and prayer. So let's start to really center our energy. We're so glad that you're here today. It's such a beautiful group that gathers together, and let's focus on being with each other, just being. Doesn't that feel good? Just to know that all of us are sitting here or standing or laying here right now, focused on love. Bring that thought into your mind. Bring that energy into you. And place your hand on your heart and breathe it in. Placing your hand there brings us all to a very heart-centered place. Leaving everything else to the side. Whatever is going on during your day, you might have a busy day planned. You might have things that you are aware of that's going on around you, just let all of that fall away as you touch your heart and breathe into it. And relax the breath out. And continue that loop, breathing in and relaxing it out until it is just one continuous loop of energy coming into you and going out from you. Just see that happening. See this circle of the air, the energy, as it moves in and out of your body. Feel the peace in that, the continuity of that you're breathing in love, you're breathing out love, until it just becomes natural to do that. Just a constant state of love in your heart, giving and receiving. And let's expand it out from us now. Let's expand that love away from us to the people in your family or where you are, the people nearby. See that breath and that big circle start to expand out to your community. Breathing out the love, breathing in the love. Now let's expand that circle out to the country you're in. Seeing love being blown all over your whole country. Breathing in that big love back into your lungs. Keep seeing it as a continuous circle of energy. And now let's bring the whole planet into that circle, sending out love over Mother Earth, and breathing it back in from Mother Earth. Feel the nurturing from Mother Earth, from Mother Gaia. Feel the centering energy that she brings to us with our breath, bringing balance into our lives, into our hearts. Hold that energy of the circle going around Mother Earth and coming back into each one of us individually. And then on the next out breath, see that circle going around Mother Earth and coming into us collectively. We're all gathered together and we're receiving that energy at the same time. And as we lift up our prayer requests today, we see all of the requests, not just ours, but everyone that has gathered today as we are celebrating a national day of prayer. We lift up every request that anyone, anywhere is putting out there. We take in that energy as well and bring it into our hearts that are so full of love. It's big enough to take on any of those prayer requests. And we think of those here that are gathered with us. Each one so special, and we're looping that love around everyone right now. It's going around like an infinity sign, looping around one and then around another. Just see that energy floating through our little circle, our little family, and feel the love. Really feel that love that's being given and being received. And each name that's been mentioned, we lift them up. Each group of workers, of people that are struggling right now, those that maybe have been exposed to this virus, the loved ones that have people that have passed. Let's lift all of them right now and raise that frequency so that they feel it. They feel our love. They feel our support. Let's call our angels. Let's call especially Archangel Raphael, the healing angel, to listen to all of these prayer requests that were put out. To be right here with us. And I'm lifting up this property where Jeryl Ann and I are sitting right now. Lifting up the animals, lifting up the people that are here, the people that are nearby. Lifting up this beautiful river that we're all enjoying every day, asking for a blessing for that river. As we all hear the words ringing, Vav, Mem, Bet, putting healing energy into the waters. And thank you, Raphael. Thank you for touching all of our lives right now. Thank you for going out with the energy we send and touching everyone in the circle. And we call on Archangel Michael to protect us. We call on Archangel Gabriel to bring us some clarity and help us to really understand our path, to understand the things that are happening right now, because there's a lot of questions, there's a lot of energy of what is this, what's it all about, and all of the confusing information that keeps getting shared. And as we look at some of that, we start to question and doubt. So let's clear up doubt and bring in faith. Faith that what's happening is what's supposed to happen. Look at it as its perfection, not as something wrong, not as something that needs to be fixed. But look at the perfection in every part of our lives. We're here for a reason. There's a purpose to everything. Think about that. There is a perfection to everything that happens. Sometimes we look at it and we question why, but it's not for us to question why. We can ask what it's all about, what do we need to learn from it, and those answers will come when we do the questioning. But looking at it not in a critical or a judgmental way, but a way that says, what can I learn from this? What am I supposed to learn from this? So let's go into a state of acceptance, allowing Spirit to guide us, to clarify things for us, to lift up our energy so that we can see the miracle in every moment of life. And then let's lift our energy upward as we carry forth all of these prayer requests. We lift each other together right now. And there's a beautiful angel that's surrounding everyone. There's a lot of white energy coming through, very bright. And it feels like Archangel Gabriel energy because it's coming in to clear up any confusion, any doubt, letting us all know how loved we are. And thank you, Gabriel. Thank you for that. Pull that energy into you. And if there's anything that you want clarified, now is the time. Right now, as we're sitting here together and our energies are joined, just ask the question about your own life. What is my purpose in this moment, in this very moment that we have? What am I supposed to know? What am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to experience through all of this energy that's happening? And Gabriel will most certainly come and bring in some clarity. I feel a whole legion of angels surrounding us. That was the brightness that I saw. So as that's being opened up for us, just feel into that. Feel into the love that's coming through right now. And show some gratitude. Let's just be grateful for our angels, grateful for each other. As we've lifted our energy higher, we're bringing the request directly to Source, to God, the God of your understanding. And we're asking for clarity for all of us. We're putting that in the circle. And as we bond together over that, over each of us reaching out for answers, reaching out for that peace of mind, that peace in ourselves. Let's really feel that. Let's feel the white light of God as it surrounds us today, as it keeps us close to each other today. And thank you, God, for letting us see your presence here, for letting us see that energy of the white light. Help us all to bring that into our hearts and into our minds. We make choices every day, and we can choose to open up to that white light, or we can choose to stay in darkness. It's up to each of us to accept it. And as the collective that's gathered here, we're reaching out to each other, to this group of like-minded people that just love. Feel that love. Feel it coming into your heart from each other. Feel the joy that brings. Life should be joyful. If there's no joy right now, sit with this angel that's here and just ask, how can I reach my joy? How can I find that place inside where joy lives? And let's just breathe that in. Breathe into that place inside of you. That place where your real soul lives. I saw the light get brighter. Your lights are turning up. Turn them up as high as you can turn them. And let's go into joy as we share love with each other. We've shared the burden, and now let's share the love. So wherever you are, just envision that you're right in this circle. We're all together. Our energies are together right now. And envision that this circle is so tight that you can put your arms around each other. We're standing in that circle. We're all feeling the energy of the full moon. We're all letting out a howl right now to the full moon. Hear that sound that honors our inner spirit, that honors the spirit of the moon, that takes us sometimes to a very high place if we allow it. This full moon is all about feeling into what we want to let go of. So howl it out, whatever you want to let go of. Howl that out of your system. Tell the moon what you want it to take away from you. Maybe it's insecurity. Maybe it's fear. Maybe you just want to celebrate and release some joy out of you. Just let out that howl right now. And I hear some of you doing it, just letting it out. And the moon is also about manifesting. So ask for whatever you want. Put that energy out there. We're all bonded together. We're all holding each other. Let's put our collective energy into manifesting right now. Whether it's peace, abundance, love, whatever you want to bring to you. Call it into you right now. And say thank you. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to go around our little group and we're going to share that love with each other. So envisioning that person that's right beside of you on the left, say to that person, I love you. I love you. And let it go around each of us. We're still bonded together. We're still holding each other with arms around each person on each side. And as it comes back to you, give a big hug. Give a really big hug to each person on each side of you. And then let's say to the whole collective, everyone gathered here, everyone gathered anywhere in prayer right now, which there are many. Let's give out some gratitude. Let's say thank you. And then let's say I love you and share it from your heart. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. I love you. You all are so awesome. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What an amazing group of people you are. You are so beautiful. And you are so loved. Thank you to all of you who received that. Yes. And thank you to all of you who sent the love back. I felt it. It was like
Absolutely.
a big blast of love coming from all of you.
What a yummy way to start the day.
Yes. And we do make a difference. Always remember that. I used to say, what does it matter what I do? I'm just one person. But it does matter. You matter. You're important.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I see your love. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. I love seeing that. I love seeing your hearts. Oh, you're so welcome, Sherry. It's not me, honey. It's the angels. All I do is show up. So let's thank our angels. They're so beautiful and so loving. Yes, Julie, we are going to stay warm. I'm going to put some warm clothes on today. And I think it's going to warm up, but we're still probably going to have this wind going on.
Yeah.
But it'll be a little warmer than it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to be in the 70s today. So mornings are chilly, but it gets more beautiful. And if the wind dies down, it's really nice. But if you're in the sun, it's not too bad. So.
Right. And I see that sun shining out there on the water. Do y'all see that? So it'll be warming up.
And good morning, Angie Taylor. Afternoon, evening for you.
Yeah. And Roxana, I think she might have been here already. But I see some names that popped in. And thank you for being here. And yes, have an amazing day.
Absolutely.
We love you all so much. And don't forget, 9 o'clock is Mira Rubin and 9:30 is Diane. And so join us today. 5 o'clock also. 5 o'clock today, we'll be doing the Broader Edge broadcast, and I hope you can join in that.
And 1 o'clock also.
1 o'clock is Jeryl Ann with Michelle
Landers. I'm just a minor bit player as always, but Michelle is the real star. She's amazing, so I hope you'll join in and watch Michelle.
Yeah, and I know we have a meditation somewhere in there today. Just stick with Enlightened World. We got stuff going on all day long. Can't go wrong there.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
We're gonna go get warm. Bye.